If you have ever wondered how creators are turning simple images into cinematic film shots like this, you are in the right place. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, please subscribe and share. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to transform ordinary images into cinematic films using AI, without cameras, without rigs, and without complicated workflows. This is especially powerful if you are a content creator, filmmaker, brand owner, or anyone trying to stand out visually online, because right now, attention is everything, and cinematic content is the real deal. The tool making this possible is Higgsfield AI's Cinema Studio. With this platform, you can take a single image and turn it into a polished, film-grade cinematic shot in minutes. To get started, head over to Higgsfield AI and sign up for free. Once you are on the site, you will see a page that looks exactly like this. I will also leave a direct link in the video description so you can follow along easily. From there, you will navigate to the new feature called Cinema Studio. Once you are inside Higgsfield Cinema Studio, this is where the real magic happens. You can upload an image and then describe, in detail, what you want the AI to create from that image. One of the most impressive parts of Cinema Studio is the level of control you get over the camera settings. You are not just generating a video blindly. You can actually choose the camera brand, select the lens type, and adjust the focal length to match the exact cinematic look you are going for. For example, you can select a Sony camera and then decide on the lens configuration you prefer. Today, we are going to keep things simple and relaxed. I will choose a lens style that feels natural and cinematic, and then set the focal length to 50 millimeters, which is perfect for clean, film-like shots with beautiful depth. Once those settings are in place, the next step is to upload your image. From this single image, we will build out the entire cinematic shot using the prompt and camera setup we just selected. So now, I'm going to head over to some of my images. This one right here is an image of my avatar in the studio. As you can see, this is how the original image looks before we do anything to it. What we are going to do next is use a prompt to change the scene a bit. In this case, I want to add a bottle of wine in an ice bucket on the table. Nothing complicated, just something visually striking. So I'm going to type that directly into the prompt field and let the AI handle the rest. You will also notice that you can control the output resolution. You can go all the way up to 4K if you want. For this example, I'm going to keep things balanced, not too low and not too heavy. So I will set the resolution to 2K, right in between 1K and 4K, and then generate the image. Now, looking at this first result, I am not completely satisfied with it, and that is totally fine. Do not be afraid to regenerate if the result is not exactly what you had in mind. Experimenting is part of the process. So I'm going to try generating another version, focusing again on the speakers at the back. Alright, this one looks much better. With this image ready, the next step is to turn it into a video. So we head over to the video section. What we are going to do here is generate a video directly from this image and see how it comes out. I upload the image, then move on to the camera movement options. This is where things get really interesting. I like to experiment, so for this test, I'm going to select a drone-style camera movement. This time, I am not going to add any extra prompt. I just want to see what the AI generates on its own, based on the image and the camera movement. So I click Generate and let it process. Alright, it is done. Now let's take a look at the result. Wow, This honestly feels like something straight out of a movie. The movement, the framing, the atmosphere, everything just feels incredibly cinematic. I really like how this turned out even without a prompt. So let's move on to the next example and try generating from a completely different image. I'm going to remove the current one and add a new image instead. This time, it is an image of a beautiful woman walking alone on an empty highway in the desert on a bright, sunny day. This is how the original image looks before we do anything to it. For this one, I am not going to overthink it. I am simply going to let the AI handle the prompting on its own and see what it comes up with. We can also turn on slow motion, just to experiment and see how it affects the final result. For the camera movement, I'm going to stick with the drone shot again, since it gives a really cinematic perspective, especially for wide, open environments like this. With everything set, let's go ahead and generate the video and see what comes out of it. Alright, this one is done now. Let's play it and take a look at the result. I am not going to lie, this is actually incredible. The movement, the scale, the atmosphere, everything comes together so nicely. You can easily create stunning cinematic music videos using this tool. Honestly, I can already picture this as part of a movie. You could even build an entire film using this workflow. Of course, that would require a lot of credits, but still, the fact that this is even possible is just mind-blowing. This is on a whole different level. Now for the next example, I want to switch things up and work with fictional characters. This is to show you that you are not limited to using real photos or your own face. You can create fully cinematic scenes using completely fictional concepts as well. For this one, I did not upload any image at all. I generated the image purely from a text prompt. I asked the AI to create a scene of two powerful fictional heroes standing opposite each other on a wide desert canyon highway in broad daylight, with no dust in the air, distant mountains in the background, and civilians watching from far away. This is the image the AI generated from that single prompt. The lighting is natural, the environment feels massive, and the characters already look like they are moments away from clashing. That alone shows how strong the image generation is. Now, the next step is to turn this image into a video. So I head over to the video section and upload the same image. Then, I write a prompt asking the AI to create a cinematic sequence where the two characters slowly circle each other, tense and focused, before launching into a powerful mid-air clash above the canyon. For the settings, I keep the drone shot so we get a wide cinematic perspective of the environment. I set the duration to 10 seconds, leave the sound on, and skip slow motion for this one so the movement feels natural and impactful. Then I click Generate and let it run. Alright, now let's take a look at how this one turned out. As you can see, even with a simple prompt, the result already feels like something pulled straight from a big-budget movie. And if you really want to push it further, you can go deeper with your prompts. You can describe the camera movement, make the shot wider, control how the characters move, and really dial in the action. That is the real power here. You are only limited by how detailed and creative your prompt is. So, if you want to try Higgsfield Cinema Studio for yourself, check the link in the description and experiment with it. See what you can come up with, because the possibilities with this tool are genuinely endless. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate the support, and I will see you guys in the next video.